Chronic pain, the inner demon, back with another quick video. Folks, there has been an arrest made in the P. Diddy case. Don't let no one fool you. His sons were detained last night. P. Diddy was detained at the Miami airport, Opa-locka airport. But at that same airport in Opa-locka, Diddy's supplier, yes, P. Diddy's supplier, the man that supplied all the magic stuff, got arrested. Yes, folks, you saw Diddy last night walking around at the Miami Opa-locka airport, looking confused, looking like a man out of his body, a man spaced out. A man didn't believe all these things could happen to him because in his mind, he thought all his money was power. So when you're praying people, my friend, you have to understand that's why they make laws to prosecute the ones who took liberty of the weak. Not saying Puffy is guilty, innocent until proven guilty. So yes, folks, they arrested the plug, not the butt plug, but the drug plug for Diddy at the Opa-locka airport in Miami yesterday, actually last night. His name is Brandon Paul, a nerdy looking white boy is the man that supplied Diddy with the Coca-Cola, the E-pill, the GHB pills, also with weed, and also gummies laced with you know what, Coca-Cola. So yes, folks, Brandon Paul, they were busted at the airport trying to carry and shuffle their carry-on luggage with the drugs inside of it through the airport. But the feds already had their tip, their informants. It could be even Brandon. Brandon could have been, quite frankly, Brandon could have been working for the feds because of getting knocked off and still working with Puffy, not knowing he was picked up by the feds. I see those things happen. So yes, folks, in their carry-on luggage yesterday evening at the Miami Opa-locka airport, Brandon Paul and guests of P. Diddy was trying to board P. Diddy's jet with Coca-Cola, the E-pill, GHB, and also weed packed in their carry-on luggages. So when you saw P. Diddy last night walking around in Miami airport looking lethargic, it was because of the federales were there waiting for them to put on cuffs and the ones that they need to put cuffs on. So Brandon is the man that get the prescription drugs for P. Diddy. That's why Little Rod, you remember Little Rod the other day came out? Taking his photos, making his videos, making sure that he have his receipts, I wonder if Little Rod turnover is receipts to the feds. Make it quicker for them to run up in that place, showing all these judges these evidence, what they have, so they could obtain search warrants. God damn. You run up in the Miami house, the LA flat, well, I should say the LA mansion. Both of them are mansions anyway. Folks, P. Diddy have a lot of property around this world. England, Chicago, New York, Miami, California, and God knows where, quite possibly in the Caribbean as well. So this man could move around smoothly without eyes on him. That's how he used to move around. But he can't do that no more. Because if P. Diddy breathe too hard, the feds have to know. If P. Diddy take a shit, the feds have to know. If he makes a phone call, the feds are listening. Because right now the feds got Diddy where they want him. The feds got P-Diddy where they want him right now. So folks, when you see this P. Diddy stuff that's going on, you might have people like Jay-Z shitting in his boots, people like Clive Davis, Quincy Jones, the guy from, what's that group, the guy, I forgot his name, Andre Hall or something like that. All these guys, you know, Michael Cohen, all these guys right now might be shitting in their boots because Diddy kind of reminds me of Epstein. Diddy have tapes all over his house. Sorry, not tapes, but cameras all over his house where he could get people on video and use that video for blackmailing. But folks, that's how Hollywood play their game, or their games. So that's where P. Diddy learned that from. But folks, you know what I learned today? That mansion in Hollywood that they raided yesterday, that P. Diddy mansion, also have a underground tunnel from the swimming pool goes to the Bunny Ranch. Yes, I think it was the Bunny Ranch owned by the late Hugh Hefner. You remember Hugh Hefner? That was involved in all type of stuff. To me, he was also involved in necrophilia. Because he was in every other type of philia. And Diddy used to be there, went there, showed us Bill Cosby. You know? So guys, I'm telling you, it's a trend that all these guys go through when it comes to gaining wealth and power and feel like they're more powerful over the week so they could prey on the weak. Well, that's what they thought anyway, because you see, Bill Cosby got a host, he got a taste of his own Jell-O pudding. Yeah, Bill Cosby got a taste of his own Jell-O pudding. And you see R. Kelly got a taste of If He Have Wings. You remember R. Kelly singing that song, I Believe I Can Fly. So R. Kelly, if you believe you could fly, or you can fly, you need to fly your way out of that federal penitentiary that you're in right now. Because if not, P. Diddy and others is about to join you quite soon, quite possibly in 2024. Jay-Z, what do you say, man? Rockefeller, y'all. Yeah. So yes, folks, the plug for P. Diddy, Brandon Paul, the man that supplied P. Diddy with the Coca-Cola, the E-pills, the GHB pills, the marijuana, all the gummy bears that were laced, was busted yesterday at Opa-locka airport in Miami, where they were trying to board a private jet, Diddy's private jet, to the Caribbean. Luckily, the feds were there waiting for them. Put them in handcuffs, I should say, after finished searching their carry-on luggage, which is what they were trying to smuggle the drugs in. Upon notification of the drugs, the feds put people like Brandon Paul, P. Diddy's plug, in a handcuff. Folks, I'm telling you, this thing is getting more crazier and crazier as the weeks goes on, the months goes on, the days goes on. Every day is something new in this P. Diddy saga. So folks, let's just relax and sit back and see how this plays out. You saw the way our R. Kelly case plays out. You saw the way our Bill Cosby case plays out. You saw the way our Epstein case plays out. You saw the way our Weinstein case plays out. Before I go, I want to say one thing. I don't want you to listen to me clearly. People like P. Diddy are not built to go to prison and do time. This man was rich ever since he was young, living a very privileged life. So people like P. Diddy, it's hard for me to comprehend them sitting behind bars. So in my own opinion, push come to shove, P. Diddy's going to take himself out of this world. Like I said, if push comes to shove, where he's looking at some serious time, in my opinion, I think P. Diddy will just say goodbye to this world. Let's just say that for the YouTube guidelines. I'm sure you guys could figure that out. But yes, folks, P. Diddy plug was arrested last night. Brandon Paul caught with all the Coca-Cola, laced drugs, and all that type of stuff. A lot of evidence that people have been talking about. Folks, Little Rod, did you drop a diamond, Diddy? Because Cassie, you signed an NDA, but you can still talk to the feds, you know. Hey, you already got paid. And also others could talk to the feds, you know. But yes, folks, Little Rod was the last one we saw publicly spoke about Diddy. And next thing you know, the feds are at his doors. What was that song by Biggie Smalls? Kick in the door, waving my 4-4. No, see me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. But guess what? When the feds kick that door down, they have some AR-15s with scopes, lenses, and everything. You saw the way they came with tactical gears on, bulletproof vests, ready for whatever. This is the highest you could go in America when it comes on to prosecution The CIA work outside the country, so I can't put them in this. But we saw where Homeland Security, FBI, local police, county police, state police, all these guys with a hush-hush raid simultaneously on Diddy's 2 homes, or maybe 3 homes, I don't know. It's a lot of money goes into these type of work. Lots of research, lots of cross-examination before the feds could do what they do. So they spend money and manpower into what you saw unfold yesterday. That's why I say to myself, with the type of force that they brought to Diddy's homes, even though you have big homes, but those were a lot of feds, folks. In both properties, there were a lot of feds on those grounds, making sure they secure the areas, making sure that they could execute their search warrants the way they see fit. I know that it could get him some IPOA lawyers, but you have to understand, bro, you're talking about the federal government with a serious conviction rate. The reason why they have this type of conviction rate, which we all know, if we all study the feds, we understand it's because of plea bargains. So that's why they don't come out until they have something on you that you have to bargain for. What I mean bargain your freedom, a plea bargain. So the feds made sure they have stuff on Diddy and probably raid the house just to follow up and trying to, cross the T's and, you know what I mean? But yes, folks, they wouldn't come down on Diddy that hard, pause, unless they have the information that they need to carry out that search warrant. And also, they had to get the right type of material as far as information to put it on paper, show it to a judge or certain judges, federal judges, so they could sign off on this type of astronomical raid that you saw in front of your eyes yesterday. Diddy might be a free man today, but tomorrow is a different day. That's all I have to say. Like, share, support the machine. Don't be afraid to hit the Cash App, Raymond Nugent, $ Raymond Nugent. Chronic pain, this person needs content. Like, share, subscribe to the machine. Before I go, I always say, one love. Peace, everybody.